Greetings,
How's it going?
greetings. So, first of all, thank you for coming on the podcast. It's a pleasure having you.
Appreciate you guys
Let's
having me on. I respect you guys, what you guys are doing here. It's dope.
nice. Thank you for that.
All right.
Let's start off with you just kind of introducing yourself and like just telling people um about your projects a little bit.
Okay. I'm the text now. I've been up in here for probably over a year now. I started out in Unity probably like a year ago, when I never really started taking it more seriously until maybe a few months, maybe like 3, 4 months. When I really started digging and watching a lot of tutorials and reading and stuff like that. To be truthful, my whole car project was I got to thank the car show, win or lose. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because the car show was the reason why I decided to start making cars, because it had been delayed for a period of time, and I was anxious to see the vehicles, and and it didn't happen at the time, so it kept getting pushed back. So I said, you know what, let me try and see if I can make some cars. I got the space that I built, and then it started out making cars for just the homies. Here, I'm gonna make that car for you. I'm gonna make, and then it just grew from there. And
Mm.
this is where it's at right now. I have a car in the car show right now. You know what I'm saying? I think my car can swing it out with the best of them. I stand on what I
Did
do,
you put
and
the young
I'm
Dolph
just
in there?
happy to be involved.
Which car did you put in there? Was it the young Dolph?
I don't want to say which car I put in, because we want to make it fair for everybody. You know what I mean?
Ah,
So,
gotcha.
you know what I'm saying. Some people are saying that whose their cars are, stuff like that. But you know what? My car speaks for itself. You know what I mean? And I stand on that, no matter what the outcome of this contest is. I
So the
put in a
contest, tell
lot
us
of
a little
work,
bit
and
about the contest, though. So it's going to be like a real car show. We're going to have cars there. We're going to judge them.
oh
I
yeah,
mean,
it's
people
gonna
going
be
to judge
dope.
them,
It's gonna be
and
dope.
then you get a
Boogie, and
reward.
Key, they put that together. They put this car show together. They're car fans. They're doing it for the community. I respect what they're doing, and I'm glad that they have me to be a part of it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, so Hooker,
Sweet.
you're a little late on it actually. The car show is going on right now. There's actually eight
right.
cars that are being voted on.
I thought it was
He's one
tomorrow.
one of those eight.
Well,
Uh,
the
I think it
voting's
ends
been a
tonight.
week.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
so you've
voting
been
Oh,
ended
able to vote
today.
all week.
They take a week to vote. They're considering all of the entries.
Correct.
They make
Correct.
their decision
who vote?
on
The
Correct.
people
Friday.
vote.
The
Once
people
yeah,
are
they pick.
voting. I believe there's a popular vote, and there's a judge who's voting. A judge
Okay,
Mm.
is, but like I said, I stand on my work regardless of
I'm gonna
what
go.
the
I'm
outcome
gonna
is
go
going to be.
vote for you
I
then.
feel my cars are dope.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? There's a
right.
lot of
Vote for
people
the tech stop.
who, they want cars. You know what I'm saying? And I try to
Right,
make it available to everybody, so that they can get what they need.
I mean, I'll
So,
be
right.
honest. When I
um,
first came into Alt Space, this was the first guy that I came across who had um, his own thing kind of going on. You know what I mean? So I respect people that are on their own, or in their own lanes, and they're doing their own grind. And his work just blew me away. The fact that you have
Yeah.
so many different types of cars and different
right,
types of graphics on them, it's really cool
right.
how far you've come along
I appreciate that.
in Unity, man.
Hmm.
It's really cool. I mean, that should show all
My
the other people who are trying to learn Unity that it can be done. You know what I mean? A
right,
person
hundred
can
Hmm.
really
percent,
put in some work and
hundred
learn.
percent. 100%.
Yeah.
I have no formal training with Unity. Anything I picked it up from tutorials. I picked it up from reading. Picked it up from trial and error. The trial and error was probably the biggest part of this. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I had
Yeah.
a conversation with you before. I'm the kind of person that I don't want to read the documentation at first. I want to get in and start pressing buttons and see what it does.
Right.
Okay. And I'll do that
Same
till
here.
I get a breakthrough. And then I'll go read the
Hmm.
material. And then I'll say, okay, I remember doing that. And this is why. Now I know why that happened specifically, and I learn better that way. And,
Hmm.
and I just wanted to, tell everybody good luck. May the best car win. We're all here to have a good time. Some of the people who are in the show, I actually, I respect them, and
Is it?
we've had a lot
Let
of
me ask you this:
conversations
is it
about the
different
different cars.
categories? Is it different
There's no different.
categories?
It's all one cat. It's who's the
One
best
category
car.
right now. Okay.
So
It's a
what are the
the
criterion that they're
criteria.
judging against?
I'll tell you.
The look. The
It's
look.
the exterior and interior, a balance of the
Mm.
two.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
that's what the
So
criteria
they're
are
going
right
Yeah.
now,
purely based
as I've
on
been told.
like aesthetics, like they're going like the most stunning, the
Correct.
most okay.
Realistic,
You
maybe.
know, real,
Realistic.
yeah,
I get
realism,
realistic
the
looking.
scale of the cars, the realism of the car, exterior
Mm.
and interior. My car that I put in, I feel it was out of at the time when I entered it, I made some more that are dope that I can show you guys. It was the best balanced vehicle that I had, so I put that in, and the
Mm.
exterior is dope. I like the exterior,
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
it's different, and I think it's gonna do well.
That paint
Gotcha.
job you can only wish you had on your own car. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's pretty dope.
So, do you get bragging rights, or is it a prize? Is it some money? What's going on with the prize?
There's a money
Is it bragging
involved.
rights?
There's a $500 first
Yes,
prize.
sir.
I ain't even
Talk
sure.
to me.
Yeah,
Nice.
Talk
hey,
to me now.
I ain't stressing the money. I'm not stressing money. It would be nice.
I take it
I
though.
put a lot. The amount of work I put in these cars, $500 is not going to cover it.
Nothing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I put a lot of
But it's
time.
just
I
like
put a lot of effort.
appreciation. It's like
Yeah, it's
appreciation. Like
appreciate. It's
I
dope.
appreciate.
It's dope.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
yeah.
And then win or lose, I'm gonna have a party. At the event, in my event space. I talked to a good DJ. He's dope. Blade. I know you probably heard
Okay.
of him. He's like one of the
Yep.
Ah.
dopest, if not the dopest, up in here. He's agreed to
Mm.
come and play the venue. I'm gonna give away some
Yeah.
cars. This is gonna be in a
Here
Oh.
we
few
go.
weeks. I'm
Oh,
gonna
we
give
already
one
when
Uh-oh.
is
We
the
get the
party?
one
Uh
car
oh.
uh-oh.
away
Let's
Uh-oh.
every hour
Uh-oh.
on the hour.
Hold
We're
on, hold
gonna
on. Let
have
me
a
hit you.
drawing.
Let me hit you.
So
Let me
come
hit
to the
Yes.
you.
event.
Now, how
Put your
do
name in the
people enter?
drawing. You're gonna
Okay.
at the event. At the event, they'll put it in, and we're gonna have a wheel. We're gonna spin the wheel. Whoever gets it the first hour, boom, you got it. You're gonna either you could pick a car what you want. I could modify it, or tell me something custom. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have two with the models that we have currently with your colors of choice. The third
Mm.
person will get a custom build, whatever they want. So
Let's
Oh
go.
wow.
And
Nice.
when
Nice.
is this?
whatever they want.
Nice.
We plan on doing it in a couple weeks because
Okay.
there's another event that we're doing with Mr. Pleasure. I like to shout out to Mr.
Uh,
Pleasure. He's one of my biggest supporters. I like
shout
to
out,
shout out
Mr.
Chico.
Shout out,
Pleasure.
Chico
Mr.
is definitely
Pleasure.
one of my biggest supporters. He said a lot of stuff to me. Joe, she's out there. She's my partner over here in this. She does all
Yo,
the
what up?
production
What
Shout
for
up?
out,
me,
What
and
up?
and
Joe.
she's very helpful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm when I'm behind the computer, she's over there making videos for me. You see them dope videos on Instagram? That's her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's her idea.
Awesome,
You
Okay.
know
awesome.
what I mean? And
Shout
she's
out to
actually
Big
coming
Joe in
out
the
with a line
building.
of her own vehicles. She's going to be doing lowriders soon. That's going to be her.
Nice.
Telly,
I might have to talk to
all,
her.
Paulina, Ruff, Scumbag, all you guys. You know what I'm saying? New Flavor, Asswipe, everybody. Those are all the homies that I started building cars for first. If I missed
Mm.
anybody,
I should
Blue
have put my
Moon, she's
truck in
been
the
a big
car show.
supporter. VR
N-
Scorpio,
Now,
all of
quick
them.
question. I know you said you had. I know you're saying they're supporters, but you also made a statement to me that there were actually some people that inspired you to even make
Oh,
this.
100%. 100%.
So,
Most of the people,
um,
most of the people that are, been around. There's so many builders in here. Like this dude. I'm wearing his clothes right now. I got this from Ryuzaki. He makes some of the
Mm.
dopest clothing in here. And
yeah,
he was an inspiration to do some of this stuff. Because I
Okay.
saw how he was handling his business, and I saw the designs that he came and how they were unique, and I kind of modeled my car situation after that, where people like to feel special, and they should
yeah,
be. They should feel special. So you're gonna make one of a kinds for everybody. It's gonna be maybe the same model car, but none of them are gonna look the same. So they
yeah,
can say, "Hey, that's mine." You know what I mean?
yeah.
Mm.
Nobody else. I made this one dope car for this guy named D Nice. I put his monogram in it. He wanted fire on the tires. I got him fire on the tires, and it looks dope.
Ah, yeah.
It doesn't look corny, nothing like that.
Yeah.
My
Mm-hmm.
homie Chico, he wanted the Dolph. He wanted to commemorate
Mm-hmm.
Dolph, so I made the Dolph with the
Yeah.
Stingray. It was a Corvette
Big
Stingray, and I
dog.
put dolphins in the seat,
Yeah.
stuff like that. It looks dope.
That is crazy.
So I got camel
Mm-hmm.
cars. I got all kinds of cars. I mean, that's what's good about VR. If you could think about it and you
It
and
can
you
be
learn a little
made.
skills, you can do it.
You can do
Anybody
it.
could do this if
Mm.
they take the time to
Amen.
do it. You know what I mean? They don't even
Mm-hmm.
have to go. I mean, it's good to support your developers, but you could become your own developer if you just take the time to do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's what's the worst thing that could happen is that you don't get it. But if you do get it, that puts you in a better position. That puts you in a better position to do things in VR. You don't always have to
Yep.
develop. And then that's just one more person that's there in the community to share information with. That's the only way that this is going
Mm-hmm.
to grow. There's so many developers out here that they're doing great things. When I first came into VR, I was stunned about what was going on because I've been looking at VR since I was a kid. Well, not a kid, but when I was a lot younger. You know what I mean? My first exposure to that was the Lawnmower Man. I love that movie.
Hmm.
I'm
Love
over the age
Lawnmower
40 right
Man.
now. You feel me?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
and I'm from the Atari generation. I've seen every console coming up. We had this
Hmm.
conversation the other day. So I see the evolution of this, okay? And that's what I say about VR. VR, we are in the Atari phase of VR right now. This is Atari.
Mm.
Imagine when we get up to
Yep.
the supercomputers. Imagine we get up to the 3090 phase of this video card, in
Mm.
comparison of where Atari came from to where PC gaming is right now. Imagine when we're
Yeah.
there
Mm.
in VR. There's a lot of opportunities in this, and we're all on the ground level right now. This is not too late
Mm.
for people to get involved in VR right now. You're not late. The
Exactly.
billionaires are
That's
getting a
what I've been
hold on it
telling
right
people.
now, but you know what? It's us who's creating the
Hmm.
content. Okay, and that should
Right.
give you a level of control. So it's good to
Hmm.
to learn this stuff now. It's good to partner with people who have like mind because that's the way we're going to get it done. We can get a
Hmm.
foothold of this and we can control some of this. Where in the past, the world that's out there right now could be a different place in here. It's
Yeah.
totally
Hmm.
Yeah.
it's pretty much a empty canvas. It's a little maybe little splashes here and there, but the picture hasn't been painted yet. So at some
Mm.
point, when we all get together and create this big mural together, it's going to be dope. And that's what
Yeah.
I'm looking
Mm.
for. One day
Facts.
I want to get in
Yeah.
my car and race you guys and say, "Yo, you want to race some cars? If I
Yeah.
lose, you're going to take my
Yeah.
car, and if you
Big
lose,
slips
I'm going to take
VR.
yours."
Right.
That's
Yeah.
where
Right.
I
Let's
want to
go.
see it go.
Let's go. We got to
You
build
know,
a track.
I tend to be
Right.
long-winded, but when I'm really interested in something, I'm going to speak passionately about it. You know, um,
Hmm.
the importance for me for a win tomorrow. I don't know whether I'm going to win. It's not all about that. I like to showcase my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I put in the work. I'm not saying nobody else did. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I know what I did.
How long? How
To be
long does it take you to make a car?
for me to do a car, it depends on the texturing and everything. It could take a day. It depends, maybe even more. As I have gotten better at it,
Hmm.
maybe a day and a half too.
Mm.
It depends because I work a regular job. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Hmm.
also a real estate agent. Okay, so I have other priorities as well. But
Mm.
since I've been involved with this, I've been sleeping less. I've been sleeping maybe 4 hours a day because I'm so yeah. This is a fact. You could ask
That's
Joe.
everybody, bro. It's
Yeah,
everybody. It's not
yeah.
just you.
Right.
I'm trying to keep running. I'm trying to keep going with this, no matter what the outcome of anything is, because the only time you fail is when you give up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Mm.
That's the only time you
Right.
fail. It's like I know everybody's on the Elon Musk bandwagon, but for me, I do admire that dude because he's not afraid to fail. And even in his failure,
Exactly.
he finds a way to excel because he's like, okay, it took 30 seconds to blow up this time instead of 25. We made
Mm.
5 seconds worth of, and this is the things that propelled great things to happen is when people incrementally grow. That's
Right.
progress. It's not like,
Yes.
oh damn, we were only up for 30 seconds. It's, yeah, man, we got 5 more seconds out of this. Until you just
Hmm.
Yeah.
keep progressing until you got an hour more out of it, and 2 hours,
Mm.
and then days.
Yep.
And that's the only
Mm.
way you're gonna do it.
One
And the only
step
way you're
forward
gonna
is the
get
same
that's
progress as
right.
one leap forward. Progress is
Yep.
progress.
Correct. Progress is
Progress is
progress.
Yeah.
progress.
Do you
Progress is
have?
Yep.
progress.
Let me ask you this: do you have a favorite build that you have so far?
A favorite?
Like,
I do.
yeah,
I like them all. I
yeah.
like them all. I like all my cars. Trust me. Like I said to Joe, I, I don't know how it is for other developers at this point, but for me,
But what about
being
a
that
favorite, like a car?
favorite,
Like even when you in the real world, you have like maybe a
okay, I'm gonna tell you
favorite.
which one's my favorite. My favorite
Like,
would probably out of my builds. That's a hard one, but my favorite interior would have to be the Bentley with Gucci and the Bentley
Ooh,
with
yeah, that white
The
one.
white
The
one.
white
yeah,
one.
the white
That
joint.
okay,
thing is
Yep, the
Hmm.
Bentley
I
with the
could.
Gucci, and I got a Bentley with Louis Vuitton right now that I gave a friend of mine got for me. That one's even more
Mm.
dope because I went Louis all the way into the back. You know what I mean? And I'm not
Mm.
trying to sound
Mm.
arrogant about anything I'm saying right now, so I hope nobody misconstrues this. Okay,
And I'm
but I
talking
know
talk.
I know the
This is your
time that
spotlight, brother.
you know what I'm saying? I know the time that
Yeah.
I spent in this. I don't know what
Yeah.
anybody else did, but I know the time I spent. So I'm going to stand on what I say, whether mine's better than somebody else's or it's not, because I know
Mhm.
at
Right.
the end of the day, when somebody gets a car from me, ain't nobody going to complain for me. They're not, I haven't had no complaints. That means more to me than any money I can get from a contest. That
Mm.
means
Mm.
more than anything where somebody's going to give me notoriety. I like the fact when I see people say, "Yo, this is dope. I love it." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put this, and it's something. It's a piece of something for them. It's personal to them. You know, and
Mm.
I help create that. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna have that as long as this platform exists. You know, they're not gonna
Mhm.
come up in their crib and see some car and be like, "Damn, I shouldn't have got that." Really? You
Mhm.
know what I mean? They're gonna be like,
Right.
"I'm cool with that. That's dope. Let me show people to come look at it. That's what I want. That's what I like." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's a creation. Like you
Okay.
said, some of my background. When I was a kid, I used to do this for hours. So this is nothing. This is like doing it all over again, except we don't got the glue. You know what I mean? I'm putting, putting things together, taking it apart, painting them. Same kind of stuff, same kind of
Right.
stuff. But now that I'm an adult, it's a totally different level of that.
And you're
But let
And
not
me
that's
ask
playing
you
pretty
with
this
much
though. But
car
let me ask
models
you.
now. You're playing with
Let me
digital
ask you
models.
about your world
Right.
because when you had a car, it was thinking it was like a. You didn't go with like a dealership look. You
no.
kind of went with
I
like
could
a
tell you about that
Like a
because
club
club
look.
show.
right. I don't know. I
Yeah,
know, I don't know the ages of everybody, but I think we're all relatively the same age. Back in the
yeah.
Right.
day, there was a game called Midnight Club. Okay,
Ooh,
it
Right.
was
yeah,
all
Yeah.
that was
about
one of my
Know
Midnight
that
favorite
Club
feeling.
joints,
racing.
man.
It was
Yeah, that was
all
my
about
joint.
racing cars, and I played the
Yep.
hell out of that game. I loved it. Okay, so I said, you know what?
And
Let
we used to
what about
customize the whips in there too.
right? Yep, yep, yep. And I got plans. Trust me. I'm not talking about it now, but hey, um, we used to race these cars and do whatever we wanted to do them. So this is the
Yeah.
Yeah.
reason why I named this venue Midnight Club. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna put a DJ thing there and I'm gonna put some lights. People could get busy, can start
Mm.
dancing and whatever, has listen to some
Yeah.
music, but while they're amongst cars, like dope cars. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that's why
Golf
it's like
right
a
there.
kind of a play on words, Midnight Club. People
The
will
first
remember
time
the
I saw the
game and the
name
cars will
and I
be in
saw the
there.
cars, I was like, "There's gonna be sick cars there." Actually, I was kind
Yeah.
of scared because I noticed people have pictures that resemble nothing of their world, but I was actually impressed because I went in and it was exactly what was in the picture, and
Right.
even sicker than what I thought I was gonna.
Joe and
Right.
I always talk about that. We're like every something I'm not gonna I don't even want to go there,
I
but
was nice at midnight
sometimes
club though. I was
people's
nice.
worlds, their pictures don't represent their worlds. We wanted
Yeah, and
our
it pulls
picture
you
on our
in,
cover to
and you don't.
represent our
Yeah,
world. We don't want to
yeah.
disappoint
Mm.
anybody when they come through and say,
Well,
"Oh, this
you
is not what we're looking for."
you you want to take us on the tour of your world?
Sure, of course. But like, was
Yeah, I
your
want to
question?
see
Go
some
back to your
cars.
original question. There are a lot of good developers there. I'm friends with a lot of them. Miss Peeps is man cool. She inspired me when I first met her. People like Matty Boy. I didn't know nothing. One time he came and dropped stuff in my place like it was nothing, and I was looking for these assets forever. I was looking for some lights, and I
Mm.
could never get them. He did that. It's just a whole list of people who build in here. And this is other dude, MC. He's dope.
Mm.
He's dope.
The
He
real
he, he threw
MC.
me a couple. Yep, the real MC.
Yeah.
When I first
Mm.
started learning how to do this, I kept asking. I said, "Yo, how do you do that? Do that?" He was, some people like to hold things to the chest a little bit and not tell everybody, but this guy actually helped me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One day he came up into my spot and I was struggling with something, and he was like, "Do this now." So I got a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie because I was not experienced to do what he was telling me to do. But you know what I said? I'm
Yeah.
glad I did it because the little pieces of information that he gave me propelled me to move further down. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
there's some other
Mm.
develops. There's also some developers right now that are my competitors, and that we've also had conversations where we shared information, and I respect them for what they do, and I respect them for the amount of information that they're willing to give up. You know what I'm saying? So um, it's all
Mm.
fun and games at the end of the day. May the best car win. Let's keep it fair, and let's just do this for the VR culture in here. I guess we can call it,
Yeah.
so the people
For the
can have
VR
fun.
culture.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and
The
and just
community.
keep it moving. Have a good time on Saturday, and everybody can
Mhm.
show up. We still got the voting open. You guys want to vote? You go there, see what you like for your car, and you pick. I'm not gonna tell you which one's mine, but you can
Let's
go
go
through
there. Let's
whatever
Can
go to
you
you
that
feel is
world. Let's go
dope.
to the car show.
Pick it. You know what I'm saying?
can you look at
Different
the
world.
look at the camera and tell people to go?
Voting is still open. There's 8 cars there. Whatever ones you feel is the dopest, pick it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
Don't
go.
whatever your taste is, whatever you feel is dope. Go through, pick that, and it'll be counted. It'll be counted, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for some good things to happen, and we just see where it goes from there. And I appreciate D Nice. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate how much you like that car, man. And I appreciate everything that you've done with supporting me. And like I said, people like Chico. Chico had good talks with me before this happened. He's really inspired me to keep it moving. You know what I mean? Because it can be a lot of
Mm.
work. and I owe him some cars. I owe him
Do you?
some low riders right now. You're gonna get those, Chico. Trust me. I got you, man. And that's pretty much what part of
It
my
sounds like
story. I mean,
Chico
I could
need
go on forever,
a low
but I
rider.
know we ain't got limited time. You know what I'm saying?
It do, don't
Sound like Chico about to
it?
need a truck transport because he got a lot of cars coming his way.
Yeah, Chico's a cool dude. He loves cars, man. He likes oldies. He's a
Oh, that'd
dope
be
dude,
dope.
man.
A car transfer with like 8 cars on that thing. That'd be hard.
Mm,
That'd be
But let
dope.
me ask you
That
this:
would be
yeah.
dope.
do you build in only in art space right now, or do you dabble
Um,
with other
we're only
worlds?
doing alt space right now, but we've been
Okay,
speaking about going to other platforms because you can't be one dimensional. You know what I mean?
right.
You can't be.
Mm,
Not with this, because
Yep.
this is going everywhere. It's right now. A lot of these platforms are separated. But once
Yeah,
it becomes standardized, that's not going to be the
Yeah.
case. So we're
mm.
talking 5 to 10 years from now, maybe before, this is going to become a standardization. Because if you follow the internet model, it couldn't be all separate because this is the World Wide Web. Everybody's got to be on the
Mhm.
same page with a lot of different things to make the pieces move.
It's gonna be
So
like
this is
Ready
where
Player
this is
Me.
going.
Everyone will come into that
Correct.
main hub, and you'll go off your
100%.
yeah.
100%.
mm,
I believe that. And I'm looking
that's
forward to
what's
that. Like
up.
I said, I want to race you
Nvidia is
guys up
working
in
on
here
that
one day.
omniverse technology that's supposed to
Correct.
help connect
Mm-hmm.
them all together.
Yeah.
$1 billion project. And I think we had this discussion. Like you could come up here and you see some dope worlds. It's like 100 megs, 150 megs, and they're dope when you go. They look dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Take $1 billion and buy how many megabytes with that, and see what you're gonna get. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
So I'm
It's
hopeful for
it's gonna be
whatever's
crazy.
coming.
We're definitely
Right.
gonna be
Yeah.
racing these cars down the
Oh
I'm
road
Man,
ready.
pretty
yeah.
that's
soon.
I
dope.
want
Most
to.
definitely.
I want to
Speaking
race
of
you guys for
cars,
cars
let's
one
go
day.
see these cars. I want to go
Let's
see
go
these
see.
Let's
cars.
go.
So
Let's roll. I got three
you
rooms we
spawn a
can look at.
bubble.
Okay.
Spawn a
Okay.
bubble and then
Sometimes I get
and we'll
stuck in my
go.
bubble, but let
Are
me
you
see.
two gonna
Let
join
me
us?
see. Here we go.
Just click it once, Pedro.
This is
Pedro,
my good friend Blue Moon. She's been a big
Just
supporter
click it
too. I
once.
still
How
owe
we
her
do
some
that?
cars.
just once. Click on the ball. There you go.
Is it
Don't
on
touch
there?
it again. Now wait until he clicks
Okay.
it,
All
and then
right,
you're gonna hit
clicked it.
OK when it says OK.
You
Yeah,
two,
we're
Like
roughly.
some
Haven't
super
seen you in a
friends.
minute, man.
All right,
everybody
clicked
Let's
it.
clicked
go.
in, and now you hit confirm and enter.
So, all right. So,
Well, yeah.
this is
Let
the
me get
camel
everybody.
car. This one was for Quick. He got a bike off of me too. I could pop the bike maybe in the last room. I think I got it in the last room. I went with the camel. He said he wanted red. So I just decided to go with the
Can we
camel.
hold on? Can
Yeah.
we make sure all of our voices are amplified? Because we're
Okay,
losing
yeah,
as we
that's a good
disappear.
idea. Good idea. Good idea. Okay, can you hear me now?
Mhm.
So, like I said, this is for a guy named Quick. He loved the car when I gave it to him, and that's what I said I do. I like to do that. It's like I'm not gonna stop doing this until that feeling you get right before your model comes in, that excitement leaves me. I'm so new in this still that anytime I create something or anytime I do something with the colors and try something new or whatever, I'm sitting there, I click on it on my kit and I'm waiting for it to pop. And that excitement right before it shows up, because I don't know what it looks like. I know what it looks like in Unity, and that it gives you like a little, like a little fun to it. That hasn't gone away yet. If that goes away at some point, then maybe I won't do it anymore. But love it. But like I said, I went to camel with this. I put the animation in the back with the lights, and I like to put that in there because you don't see a lot of different cars with that kind of stuff in it. I mean, I try to make it as real. I know there's probably people in here that you know can probably do it better than me. You know what I'm saying? And even if that's the case, it's best. It's best if everybody knows something because then it causes people to want to do more. And that's the way that this is going to be pushed. You know what I mean? Or we're going to collaborate, or I'm going to try to do better. And then the people who benefit from them are those who are not doing it, so that they can get a better product, maybe at something less expensive, maybe. So that's good. Competition is good. So,
Mm,
in my opinion.
mm.
Um,
Down here at the top.
this is
Down.
somebody I made this for
Down to your
Mr.
left.
Pleasure's
There you go.
assistant. Well, actually, they're co-producers. Mr. Pleasure's a dope dude. He's having he actually built a venue for me for his educational center so that he could talk about the power of unity. And
Let's go.
I'm very happy
And
about that. He's been a big supporter. He's about taking people who have an idea and helping them uplift that idea and I respect the
And
man
it's
for
like a
that
real
because
C, a
I
C8.
didn't. I've done nothing to probably deserve what he's done, but he's done it anyway, and he's doing this for a lot of people. He has an educational center where he's bringing people in to realize the full potential, and I respect that
This
because
is
I'm always about
Bentley.
uplifting people instead of putting them down. You feel me?
Gucci.
Mm.
So, I do like this color. I mean, it's pink, but it's dope. Like if you see all the different colors and the different shaders inside the wheels, I try to give each one of them a different type of style to it. Um, this is it's definitely for a lady. I mean, I would drive it though. It's still dope. If it were in reality. This is another one that I made over here. I use different textures in it. It has like a 3D effect. So if you look closely at it, it almost looks like snake skin or even dragon scale with a clear coat on top of it. There's a special way that you can do that. Somebody actually, put me onto that a while back, and I appreciate, what's up with that. And we share information, stuff like that. We have a lot of conversations about different things. And to be honest with you, if I do win this, I'm going to shout out everybody who gave me information, who helped me to get, to wherever, and even if not, I appreciate, being able to have these kind. You got a lot of smart people in here. This is a great place to network. It's good to have these conversations. I've had some of the most intellectual conversations in my life in this place right here, right here. Conversations that you don't normally have out in the real world with everyday people because everybody's here for a purpose. Everybody, it's almost like a niche uh, place to be right now, and it's attracting a lot of big minds and people who are influencers and people who want to see this grow. So that's what's dope about it for me because you have the conversations
Hmm.
that you always wanted to have with people, and especially I would consider myself more of like not only just a VR like a futurist. You know what I mean? I like this. I want to see things. I want to see where it's going to be 20 years from now. I think we're behind schedule at this point because I've seen, like I said, we were
Exactly.
all in the same age group. We're from the Atari generation. You feel me? We are from the Atari generation. This is what we dreamed of. We're like, we're going to go in here. We're going to do this for real. For me,
Yeah.
I think that this is going to kick off. There's supposed to be a GTA VR coming out. I think that's going to be the catalyst for this thing
Third or
blowing up
fourth
and
quarter of this
exploding.
year.
Correct. Third or fourth quarter of this
Yep.
year. Do you know how addictive that game is for a lot of people? It's
Very.
going, and if they
I
see
can't
that
wait.
it's a very,
Right.
I can't
Can't
wait
wait.
either. I cannot wait
It's gonna go
either.
Mhm.
crazy.
And that's where you're going to see the technology to be able to drive stuff like this. Virtual
Correct. Give me one
experience.
second. Let me just plug in real quick. If I disconnect, I'll be right back.
That's like
No
that
problem.
that GTA
I'm good.
at
All right, I'm
Midnight
good.
Club, boy.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That sounds good.
like I said, this is the Corvette Stingray, 20. I think it's a 2022. Can't remember. No, actually, it's 2019. I believe it is, or 2020.
It's like it got
But this
snake
is
skin
actually
on it.
it's exactly what it is. I have a couple vehicles that are exactly not exactly like this. I actually made another one for another guy last night. I made that yesterday. It's similar, but it's black with a red hue to it. When the light hits it, you would look at it from a distance right here, and it would be looking black. But as you approach it and you have the lights hitting it in a certain direction, you'll see the
Yeah.
snakeskin with a
With
red
that
hue to
chameleon.
it.
Kind
It
So
looks
you got
pretty
a
kind of
dope.
like
chameleon
a
car with
Yeah,
that
chameleon
chameleon
glow.
on
it,
there.
it's
Flip flop on
it's
it.
practically like that. I was considering doing one like that with like the different greens and different colors. Like you never see.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
kind of look like that one up there on the wall a little bit. Gotta get those
right,
flip flop
right,
colors up there.
right. This one here, this was originally for a friend of mine named Paulina, but other people liked it so much I had to make different variations of it, in different colors. I
Now this
myself,
is
I
this
like
is
the
the
high
Bugatti,
metallic
right?
look.
Gotti?
No, this one is an Alfa Romeo. This one here.
Oh,
Alfa
oh,
Romeo.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
this one's Alfa Romeo
Oh, okay. I
concept. I
see.
mean, you can look inside and you can see the interior stuff like that.
I thought
I
we was
put
Bugatti.
Yeah, this one's Alfa Romeo.
I think I need to
If you
get
look
the
in the
Hellcat from you, man. I need a Hellcat.
Hellcat's
And what's
coming.
crazy,
That's
what
up.
you know what's crazy
Making the
about
I
whole
it
need
is
Dolph
I
too.
need
I
to
line.
mean,
get
if you're
I need to
watching
get
a
a Hellcat
podcast
from you.
and you don't have a headset and you're looking at the screen and seeing all this beautiful stuff, but you really can't capture the experience of these cars until you come into virtual reality.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a
Right.
fact.
When I built this
Shout
place and
out
it
to the
started getting
family.
popular, I put them here center place because all this shit, excuse my language, don't mean nothing if these guys didn't support me. You know what I'm saying? New flavor, asswipe, rough. You know what I mean? Hoku, Joe, right here. You know what I'm saying?
Is that Joe in the back?
Scumbag, Paulina, Telly, and then I'm on the end over there. We hang out and chill. You know what I'm saying? We're like a family. We know each other's, stories, and give each other's advice, and we speak like family. And I appreciate all their help. And
Okay.
everything. Scumbag was the first dude who really told me. He messaged me. He says, "You need to put one of your cars in a car show." I wasn't gonna do it at first, but he inspired me to do it, so
Yeah,
I went and did it.
it's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, he's
It's
a cool
awesome.
dude. He's a
So
cool
this is
dude.
the you talked about it over there at the studio, right? The one with the famous interior, the white one
The
here.
pink is matching
Oh
the
yeah,
red.
this is the Bugatti. You're gonna see the other one too. I have I mean not a Bugatti. Sorry, this is the Bentley with the interior. This is the Gucci interior. The other one that I have
Where's the pink one?
is a same car, better. I call it the V2 because it has animation in the wheel wells, and it has
Oh yeah,
Louis Vuitton throughout.
good.
But I would really love to see this car made. This car, like for real, even though putting Gucci in a Bentley might depreciate it, but anybody that can afford to do that don't care. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like I want it. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't
Bentley.
matter.
This thing
So
is
how do you put in the
crazy.
order? Like if I wanted to get, I need like that Hellcat or that Trackhawk.
Hey, you can either talk to me here, or you can hit me up on my IG and send me a message, and then we can get
Okay.
together and you can tell me exactly what you want. You know what I mean? I'm actually gonna bring a
Ooh.
Hellcat in, the Dolph joint actually wrapped.
The camouflage wrap.
Chico,
Yeah.
yeah, Chico actually got the first one. I'm not making any more of them. That's for him. You know what I mean? I'm not making that. I'm not making the vet. That's his. So, but the other ones,
Mm.
I will make. I will make.
Okay.
That's a different kind of. I would do those. And over in the corner, we're gonna see the other one. I'm gonna pop that one
Or I
later on.
might go with the
Uh,
I might go with the Tesla.
the Tesla. You
Oh
want a
no.
Tesla truck? We want a
I
Cybertruck.
might have to go with I might have to go. Oh, the Cybertruck. Yeah,
Lifted
yeah,
You want
yeah.
a
I'd rather
Cybertruck?
go
I got
Cybertruck
Cybertruck. Mm-hmm.
on
I got the
30s.
Cybertruck. Yep.
on
Yep.
30s.
On 30s.
Yeah, yeah.
My guy.
I'll be the first. I need the first
This
one
one
in
is a. Hey,
in
I actually
Austin.
got a limousine that's on 30s that I made. They're about 30s. They should like maybe 20,
Ooh.
20 something. Yeah. This is the Bugatti. This is the newest
Excuse
one
me, guys.
that ever came out. This one, a guy who got this off of me, he actually is a horse owner. He owns horses, and he actively works in the horse race industry and stuff like that. So he said, "I want something with horses." It's kind of hard to see with the light in here,
Oh, this
but
is
if you
that
get
one.
close to
Yep,
it,
yep.
you'll see some Mustangs running up and down. It's inside of the paint, so it looks pretty decent. It's pretty good. There's actually the first version of this car was a little bit different. So I took all the first versions that I made, and there's a progression that you can definitely see from the first versions to where I'm at right now. Everything's. I'm not saying I know everything because I would be lying if I told you that. As you progress, you make mistakes, you may have successes, you're going to continue to learn. And that's important to me because I've made a lot more mistakes than I've had successes. But if it wasn't for those mistakes, I would never have any success at all. And I
I
continue.
So
see the
one,
So
Mustangs
I
too.
appreciate that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
so one
If you look in the
question is
back,
that
hmm
I guess this would be like, what's your favorite? But what's your what's the funnest part to you about doing this? Like, what
when
makes
them,
you like?
when I
What
bring them
drives you to
in,
want to do it again and do it again?
when I
It's
bring
waiting
them in,
for that
waiting for
rendering
that
to
one.
happen.
Yeah, so like when the rendering's over, and then I see my file is ready to come in. When I go and I see my kit, it's all I check to see all my greens are on, that everything looks good, and then I click it, and then I'm sitting there waiting there for a couple seconds. It's like, is it gonna look dope or is it gonna look like crap? And then when I click it, and then it comes in, and it looks dope.
Boom.
That's the part it's like you get a feeling like this is dope. I'm happy. It came out exactly the way I wanted it to with the lights, the
Yeah.
lighting, the texturing, stuff like that. That's the part of it that I like the most. And because then I know if I give it to someone, gonna that same feeling that I get when I bring it in, I see people have that when they get the car for the first time. I gave a guy a car last night that, it was cool. I think it looked dope, but he even liked it more than I did. He was like, "Yo, this is dope." He's like, "I like it. I'm gonna go put it. I can't wait to go put it in my world." Stuff like that. So that right there, those are the things that are important to me. Those are the things that are important to me when people are like, "Yo, this is dope. I want to put it in my world." It's like gives them a piece of something that they consider. Like this is art, man. These cars are like the canvas, and customizing them is painting. And
Yeah.
I enjoy doing it. I also
And
paint
that's
too.
why the
I do
first time
paint.
I met you, I was like, oh, I would love to be able to. Because for me, like, It's not that I want the car, it's that I see what you're worth and your talent, so I want to expose this car to the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when I was saying about how, about using them maybe in one of our, because I want
Got you.
people to
Got
see
you.
what you're doing. It's
Yeah.
I
it's
appreciate
awesome.
that. I appreciate that. At the car show, from what I'm told, we're able to pop our. They're going to give us Terraformer, and we're going to pop our cars and stuff. I don't know how crazy it's going to get. Maybe we're going to pop them because lag. If everybody's popping crazy stuff, I guess we're going to pop one at a time. Then we're done with that one, pop another one, stuff like that. I'm able to get. No, you guys don't have any lag. I don't know if you have lag. I don't have any. I can get about 8 or 9 of these in this small space with not a lot of problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Depending, I've
Mm.
had probably the most amount of people I've had here is about 25 plus the cars, and there was no issues. And a Ryu over there.
Yeah.
So it works out pretty well. Um, you can see like this one, it has the Bugatti in the back. I made that a little bit different over there, so that looks kind of dope. This one kind of reminds me like the Batmobile. You know what I mean? It's all
Yeah.
black. It's pretty dark. Well, it's not black. It's really a
I might
dark
have to
blue.
go with the. I might go with the Batmobile.
Yeah, kind of like a Batmobile. This one over here
I'm
is the
gonna
one
get
I
a
was
car.
telling
I'm
you
gonna get
about
one of
with
these cars.
D Nice. D Nice, he wanted this car. He said, I want fire in my wheels. Now, at first, I didn't think he literally wanted fire, right? He said he wanted fire. So I did a different version of it, and the tire was, it was like fire-ish, not fire, but fire-ish. And then he was like, I want fire. So I went back and I gave him fire. And I don't think it looks corny because what I did with this one, I used a couple different things so that it looks like fires. It's like a burner almost, and the heat is emanating from the
Yeah, that's
middle, and it's maybe
crazy.
giving out like gas, to keep it lit. So I kept it like that, and he liked it. He liked
Yeah,
what it
you
was.
definitely killed it on the rims, bro. You can see every spoke. Like that's what's cool about it. It's not overwhelming flame.
Right, right. That's why I
This
wanted to
is
go for.
literally a Hellcat.
Right. I wanted people to see the rim, that it was a rim, but it's a rim that's blazing. You know what I mean? And if you look here on the spoiler, you can see his logo on there, D Nice.
Oh, I
And
see it.
it's also on the ground effect kit here. And I have in the interior, if you look here on the dash closely, you'll see it's like almost like a gold flake says D Nice. It's down here in the bottom, it
Okay,
says
yeah,
D
yeah.
Nice, D Nice. And then up in here
Yeah, I
it'll say
see it.
nice, nice all the way around. So that
So
was his.
I noticed you said before that. Okay, so the way you see some of these cars now, different compared to if you dropped them in a world that had a different, little bit more of a lighting, you would see it in
My
a whole new light, right?
It depends. I've dropped my cars in any world, and I'm gonna stand on it. They'd still look dope. Okay.
Oh yeah, they look dope
However,
anywhere.
however, yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
just saying,
However,
some of
there's
these I feel
different
like are
variations. Yeah, you're
But
right.
look at his
You're
outfit
right.
change though. Your
would
outfit
You're
would
changed.
have a
you're.
little
Look at
more
your
pop to them.
shirt.
It will. You want to drop
Your
these in worlds
outfit.
that got some good reflection probes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want these reflection probe. You want your car to be tip top.
Oh,
To
you
be
see
honest
it
with
too?
you, some of the worlds like Artsy has very good lighting in her worlds. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
And she has a Patreon, you know what I'm saying? If people want to get that kind of stuff. What we've been discussing is if we have repeat people that are coming back, like once you get to like maybe 5 cars or 5 things you got off us, we're creating a garage for people that are
yeah,
frequents, so that
yeah,
we could put the good lighting if they want to just park their cars in there and showcase it for themselves. And that will be, they'll get
yeah,
that. Once they hit a certain amount, we'll just say, boom, okay, now you have access to this because you've been so loyal to us, and
yeah,
we want your stuff to always look dope. So you could put it in, we'll make like a template that's not heavy so they could stick all their cars in there. You know what I mean? And
yeah. I'm
showcase it for
trying to
their
get on
friends or
that
whatever.
VIP list.
Hey, 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 you let me know.
I'm trying to get in there for sure.
Let's see. I got
I
some
want
other
to have
stuff. I think some of
a
this,
car, top of a car, sitting on a
right,
double
right. I was
size.
actually gonna put one in here, a car lift, and put
Yeah,
like the room where I deliver
Oh,
them,
that'd be
and so
hard.
people could see
yeah.
what the progression is, where it's at, or whatever, where it came from, all the way up.
Oh, that's
But
cool.
that's a lot of
Nice,
work.
nice.
That's a lot of work right now. And right now, it's Joe and myself. I don't know. She's probably over on the other side. We're the ones that's
So
primarily
you throw
doing
your
this. She's
party, is it
learning
gonna
how to
be in
do things.
here
She's
or you?
been a great help, and you know, it's dope.
Yeah.
When you throw your
It's dope.
party, is it gonna be in here?
Might not be this one. If it's not this one, we will definitely go to the next one. It'll be the last one.
I told them
What
to
did
come
you
over
mean?
so
Which
they can
world is
come.
it? We need the conference center.
The
There
one
comes
that
Telly right now. There goes Telly right there. This man right here. he got my first car, Telly.
Hey,
You know
what's
what I'm
Up,
up,
saying?
brother?
bro?
He got my
How's it
first
going, man?
car. I mean,
Yeah,
the
I
first
think
car I
it's
ever
the
Yeah,
same.
made.
join us to
Was
head
him.
over.
Yep,
Nice
yep.
to meet you.
Can I go with you?
Yeah, sure. Come
Come
on
on,
through.
come
No
on.
problem. No problem.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
come through, bro. hmm
It's like some Avatar stuff.
Yo, what's up? This your boy VR Hoodro, and we are live at Second Life Podcast.
That
So
is
wait, you
that right
animated
there.
an Avatar in there?
That is real time while using Oculus and controlling Tribe with a VR model. That's what that is.
Is what now?
So it's not a real DJ up there. That's just a model of a person moving.
It's actually my 3D. It's my scan face. That right there. That's my face. Okay, this right here is Tribe XR. Tribe, they use usually the head and the hands. I can show you the difference if you'd like. But this is different because you actually can. You bring in. I have a scan of my face. You bring in a model. You put the face on it. You know what I mean. And then what you do is you set it up so that you can use Tribe with it. And that's what I've been. I got to get some of the tracking a little bit better with the hands and stuff like that. But I'm close to get it right. I actually talked to a dude last night who's actually an animator in here, and he's doing a lot of good things. So maybe he can help me tweak it, or maybe he could tweak it himself. But it's like playing a regular DJ set. You know what I'm saying? But when I move my hand in Tribe like this, you're gonna see me do that. Like you see the fader right there. When I touch the fader, you'll see it light up. Yeah, it's a little distance. I got to regulate it a little bit better. I got to get it a little bit more close, and I know how to do it now. I just haven't had the time to do it, but it's dope. I like it. I mean, and you could do this. You
It's
can
cool.
create any model the way I do this and bring it in. I could be Master Chief right now. You know what I mean? It's dope. This is what people would rather see in my opinion, they would rather see a VR entity DJing
Yeah.
than a real person's face, because we've seen real person's faces for a long time. If we
Yeah.
were wanted to see shit out there, we wouldn't be in here. You feel me? So
That's why I like
there we go.
Disco Jesus. You just see his avatar in his hands, and he's DJing on
Right.
Tribe.
Well, this
See,
looks
like,
like
see me
a
fade
good
out.
party spot. Are you throwing a party here or something?
Yeah. What?
Yeah,
So
in a
what's
couple weeks,
So tell us what's going on here.
Mr. Pleasure was so good to build this place. He built this, and him and his partner, they built this place for to showcase some cars. Okay, and when I first came in here, I was like, "Yo, this is dope. Appreciate what you've done." He told me do whatever I want to do with it. He actually this is an institute for learning right here. You should see the banners up here. Institute of International
Right here.
Education. He runs a lot of free classes in here to empower people to fulfill their full potential. So the thing that he wants to promote right now is the learning of Unity and what you can do with Unity. That Unity is not one dimensional. You can build homes, you can put cars, you can boats, you can do whatever. You know what I mean? In Unity, and to get involved. I mean, if something that's interested, that the information is out there. He has classes as well, and he doesn't only teach that. He has a lot of different subjects going on in here with different people. One dude,
Yeah.
I know he has a
Ooh,
guy
I like
teaching
to see a yacht.
Unity from Japan. You know what I mean? So it's dope. I know he has an advanced Unity teacher, stuff like that. And this is what we need right now, especially with younger kids getting involved. They're gonna run with this. Imagine if we had this as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Where we would be with it right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
So the developers
Oh,
of the
gosh.
future are being born today. You know, so I think it's a cool thing. So him and we talked, and he said, if I would be willing to do this, and he's been so helpful in propelling me a little bit further, a lot further than where this all happened pretty quickly, and he's been part of that situation. He's got a lot of cars for me too, and I just appreciate everything that he's done to help with that. And everybody, I appreciate everybody in the contest. I appreciate Boogie for having the contest, Key for having the contest, because you know what I'm saying. That's what's up. We need things like this going on, to promote this and propel it. Because like I said,
And
you can never
competition always make you better.
exactly. I'm highly competitive, by the way, but I'm ethically competitive, highly
There
competitive.
you go.
I'm my own, I'm my own worst critic. You know what I'm saying? I give people cars sometimes, and I'm like, yo, man, I hope they like it, man. I hope they like that. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, it's dope, and I'm like, okay, it's like a sigh of relief because I'm saying sometimes like this is one dude I made him something the other day and I finished it, can pass here, but I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? I know he probably would have liked it, but I didn't like it. I wouldn't feel right being like, hey, here you go. You know what I'm saying? And half ass on it. I don't want to do that. I'd rather take a loss and do it 10 times over so they get it right. I mean, I get it right so that they will be so not only they're happy with it, that I'm happy with it. I don't ask anybody for money or anything like that unless they're for my time. I don't get paid for my time pretty much. My time and my ability to what I do. And I don't ask anybody for nothing until they're satisfied. I don't take no money up front. I don't do anything like that because at the end of the day, the little bit that I charge, it doesn't make up for the time that I invest. It's just something for my time and the amount of effort that I put into it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
everybody deserves to have a piece of this at at a reasonable rate, in my opinion.
Mm,
And that's the only way it's gonna get better.
nice.
I
Well,
agree.
show
I
us
agree.
show us some of
That's
your
what I.
cars you've got out here.
Okay. The only ones that are different. Oh, we got the Dolph over there. We got this is the one I'm telling you about with the Louis Vuitton in it. This is the Louis. If as you can see, it's a little bit different than the other one that I put some animations in the headlights. Put put little lights. I play with it. No two cars are the same. You know why no two cars are the same? Because when I start, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. So I kind of forget. So it's one of a kind. I see what works, what doesn't work. In here, same thing with the other Bentley. I was trying to go for more like a luggage kind of look, almost on the inside, and it
To the
worked out.
back.
I put the wood grain, then I put the different textures up in here, the chrome. It could be like buckles. And this time, instead of just stopping here, I went all the way back with the texture. I went with the Louis texture. Somebody said, "Hey, I want Louis Vuitton," and I was like, "All right, cool." Tasha, she got this off of me, and I like the way the detail looks. It worked. It worked, and I changed up the tires. I
So
mean,
where do they
the
park
wheel a
these
little
at when
bit.
they buy them from me?
In their
Oh,
world
some people they park them right in their world.
or
They
somewhere else.
park them right in their world. Yeah, I had somebody.
In their
She was
world?
having a birthday party the other day, and she wanted to come in a car.
Yeah,
And
that
she
white
came.
one.
She was
That was cool.
like 30 minutes before the birthday party, and she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna come and get a car from you." And I was like, "All right, cool." So I had the car. But this is the Dolph that I was talking about. Chico got this one off of me. That's this one. As you can see, as we said before, lighting is everything. But we planned on putting a lot of things in here. So sometimes when you put certain things in here, it'll slow it down. We plan on having a significant amount of people. The color isn't as brilliant in here, but it's fine. Trust me, I believe, and I'll stand on this. Even when the color or the lighting isn't as brilliant or optimal as possible, my
Yeah.
cars will still look dope. Still will look dope. One this is the Dolph. This is the one that Chico wanted. It's for young Dolph. This is actually the car that he lost his life in a couple months back. So what we did is we made a close replica of that car, and I also to put a different touch on it, I put the dolphins in the seat to commemorate the young man who lost his life. He was at a cookie shop, and they came through and just shot him up for no reason, which is unfortunate because his music is dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
right.
that's just another brother we lost to some violence for no reason. But yeah, that was dope. I like it.
The old school
Um,
Lambo.
this one here, this is the Lambo. This is an Aventador right here. Um,
Word.
this one is probably about 600K. I think in reality, this one's about 600,000. Um, like the blue on it. I have another one like this that I did. It's all chrome. And that one looks that was the first one I did. That was from my homeboy Scumbag. I did that and I put some like racing flags going through that. And I did pinstripes inside of the car with racing flags inside of the pinstripe. But these are just some of the cars. I mean, I have a lot of cars. A lot of cars that I'm unable to. We're trying to make the world as stable as possible. I'm the tech snob. Everybody calls me tech. We're on IG. We call it MetatechVR, and our slogan is know the difference. Because if you see my car, our cars, you know what I'm saying, lined up, you're gonna know the difference. Have We have a show going on right now. We appreciate the support. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, but know the difference. This is what I have to say. You can get in touch with me up in here. I mean, a lot of people know who I am. I'm always up in my spot with my cars. You send me a message here, or you can get me at MetatechVR on gmail.com. Send me email there, or come through on the Instagram. Subscribe to the Instagram, even if you don't want nothing, just so you can see the dope cars that we're making. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's what we're doing. We just want to spread what can be done. You know what I'm saying? We could inspire somebody who's going to build what we've been waiting for. They could be some kid out there, be, oh, that's dope. I want to do that. You know what I mean? You know how kids learn quick. Like I said, the developers of the future are born today. So, we're doing it for the love of doing it at this point. But if you want something, come to us and we'll talk about what you want, whether it's custom, whether it's something that we have built and we can change up the colors for you or whatever like that. We'll hook you up. We're honest. We're not gonna do terrible work for you. We're not gonna have anybody complain about what we do. We'll everybody satisfied with what they need. And if there's any adjustments that you need, we're going to take care of you. And we're not going to be, running with people's money, because we don't even ask you for no money up front. You tell us what we want, or what you want us to do for you, and we show you what the finished product is. You like it, negotiate. And if you don't, well, somebody else will definitely get it, because we stand on our work. Our work is dope. We got Joe over there. She's coming out with a line of low riders. Everybody's down with, look for her, because she's definitely into that kind of stuff. And she's working on, she put significant investment in making this happen. She also loves to make these different things. She's very good with interior decorating, people's homes and stuff like that. It's dope. So you want to think Meditech VR on Instagram. You can follow us just to watch us, what we're doing, where we're growing from. Or you can hit us up and say, hey, I want this car. Is that possible? And we not only doing cars, we want to be the transportation people. We boats. You want the boats with some custom? Come to us. I've done boats. You want a helicopter? Do you a helicopter? You know what I'm saying? And then we just take it from there. What you want? It's people think it's exorbitant, but we're not exorbitant. There are people who are exorbitant in price, but we don't. That's not our model. So, we just appreciate everybody who's given us some attention with this, because we do put a lot of work into it. And like I said, I appreciate what you're doing. You're the Larry King of this right now. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of dope developers in here. That I respect in here. That at some point you might want to contact them and then talk about stuff. I'm humbled by a lot of stuff that they do. It's an inspiration. It's like, yo, now that I'm making cars, like, only if I knew how to do what this guy does. You know what I mean? Because I know he's dope at it. Or this guy, he's dope at that. It's like a lot of people have well-rounded, but then they have a specialty, and that's what we need. We need everybody to get their specialties, and let's form Voltron, and we're going to be dope. Make the VR what it needs to be, just by everybody coming together. Have a central hub of education for everybody to get together and be like, hey, we can make this dope. Everybody has something to bring to the table, and everybody should be respected for what they do in their own right. And that's pretty much what I have to say about the situation. Come out and vote for the best car. Vote for the car that you think is the best. What I may think is the best is not the best. Well, maybe you think's the best. I may not think it's the best. It's up to personal opinion of what you like. And, may the best car win. And that's how I feel about it.
Boom. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on, brother. You got a lot of.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Both of you. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Love what you're doing, man. Love what you got going on here, bro.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
impressive, man.
Awesome, man. Yeah.
Switch outfits too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh man, I'm in my pajamas now.
Hey, shout out Thunder Spliffin, shout out VR Hoodro. What's going on? Thank you for coming by, guys.
Y'all should have said something. Y'all should have said something before I came in here in my jams, but that's okay. Don't matter.
Oh, I thought that was a new outfit.
Nah, this is pajamas. I got my pajamas on, but that's all right.
Pajamas.
See what you come in here, right? When you come in our space, what happens is you don't have a spot, you'll go back to your default clothing. So you have to put this default clothing on in order to fit inside your the clothing that they give you, because your clothing you have to change the size of your body shape has to be shrunk down, or you're going to bleed through. That's what happened when I came into the studio.
Avatar and
so right now I just did this whole segment in my drawers, but that's okay. It's all good. So that's how I'm gonna go back to vet
Those.
now. Nah, they ain't gonna say shit. Nah,
This whole
they gonna know.
segment
They'll
is
be
draws.
yeah. The whole segment.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I walked through here on my drawers, so it's all.
You know me, it's Dunder Builds. You can always get a hold of me on Instagram at Dunder Builds. I'm a big metaverse builder working my way over here in the alt space. But as you know, we're over here supporting Second Life Studio, trying to find out some of the big movers and shakers here in this world, and we're bringing them to the spotlight. That's what we're doing with Hoodro to Second Life Rich. Doing big things here, man.
I'm about to sign out. I'm about to sign out. Sign out. Sign out. It's your boy VR Hoodro, rocking with Second Life Studio, aka Second Life Podcast with my boy Second Life Rich. On the lookout for ATLX Studio. That's coming out. The complex is gonna be crazy. We're gonna be doing parties in there, music, marketing, going down. Stay tuned. Check me out on
All right.
IG under the Metaverse Trapper.
Boom, baby.